Hey there, Carl Bonner back again, and the future of capitalism. Ha 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 ha. Americans of the world, workers unite. Nah, just kidding. But this Business Week article and the cover story is pretty revealing as to what's been going on lately. As you might recall, last month we started the nationalization of the mortgage holders like AIG and such, and about a week or two ago the government started buying shares and equities in a lot of the major banks that were receiving bailout help. So what's happened is that this government political establishment, which has been very committed to an extremely unregulated free market for 8 years, is now finding itself taking government ownership in major financial firms. So this is quite a change in policy. I think a lot of it's out of desperation, as a matter of fact, because, well, you saw the cover story was kind of a play on Karl Marx, Das Kapital, and how the government is acting supposedly socialist. I think it's just out of pragmatism. In crisis modes, ideologies tend to shut down and people go with whatever works. So that's what we're seeing right now. Whether or not that kind of pragmatism will extend over to the real economy is something we'll find out very shortly. The sensible thing to do right now, as far as I'm concerned, is to have a really big fiscal stimulus. By that I mean government increasing spending by about $3, $4, maybe even $500 billion in the form of increased unemployment benefits, food stamps, aid to the states, infrastructure projects, stuff that that pumps money into the economy and actually gets it moving through the economy. Right now, cutting interest rates isn't going to do a damn thing. We're in what economists call a liquidity trap, and when you're in a liquidity trap, lower interest rates isn't going to increase spending that much. That's what basically liquidity trap is, a fancy way of saying that expression. So government should forget about monetary policy, go fiscal all the way. Will the Congress have the balls to do what's necessary? I sure hope so, and I hope the Bush administration doesn't get in the way and put it off for another 2 months until next January. So, there you have it. As for the future of capitalism, well, it depends on whether or not capitalism can show that it can continue to work for the average person. If capitalism continues to be plagued by rising inequality and crises and collapses like the one we just had, except even worse, then it might not have a very brilliant future. A lot of that, again, depends on if people demand change in the next administration and are aggressive enough in pushing for it. Then we will have a system that works better for us. Anyway, good night.